Why is flexibility important at P&G? P&G encourages flexibility to help employees perform at their peak. Flexibility at work can address the diverse personal needs of employees in ways that enable work-life effectiveness, productivity, and delivering business results. Employees can leverage a number of productivity and flexibility tools based on the nature of the work they do. There are some key principles to take into account when considering flexibility arrangements. It's the needs of the business, team requirements need to be supported, and P&G is a performance-based culture where contribution is measured by results.
When I first started with the company, I usually came into the office all the time. I then began, as I learned my role, I started working from home on Fridays, and now I almost exclusively work from home. The second one would be kind of flexible start and stop times. So we have a few different teams that I work with. One of them is in Poland, one of them is in Malaysia. So, the start and stop times really depend on the work that we're doing.
I was positively surprised when I knew about the flexibility. I mean, there's not a lot of big companies like P&G who offers that much flexibility. And sometimes I have to admit that when I compare myself with some of my friends that work in other companies, I feel like pretty lucky to be part of P&G.
My family, and that's the reason for my flexing, and it's allowed me to participate in functions with my children and just more time with them at home while they're still young.
I have a motorcycle, so I love to ride that. So I kind of live out in the country to enable some of those things. And for me, P&G's really enabled that by kind of, like I said, allowing me to work from home, the flexible start and stop times, which means that I can avoid the commute. And what that does for P&G is that time that I'd spend commuting, I end up working anyways. And so I end up working a little bit more. I get more personal time for myself. And so I really feel like it helps P&G be more competitive in the business environment while also allowing me to kind of reach my personal goals as well.
I'm actually from Vancouver, British Columbia, but I moved here for school and then to work for P&G. So by working at P&G, I was actually able to work from home for 3 weeks in Vancouver in order to celebrate a very big milestone birthday with my dad.
The workload is the workload. At the end of the day, if you're not doing your work, you're not going to have the flexible options. I think the base expectation is really that you are getting your work done. And I think if you get your work done and you do your work well, management and the company are very, very flexible in terms of helping you achieve what you want.
Workload is definitely a factor when we consider flexibility options. I am the corporate recruiting manager for P&G Canada, so there are times that are much more busy for me than others, and so the March timeframe was actually near the end of our total recruiting cycle, so that's why P&G was very supportive of allowing me to work from Vancouver for 3 weeks.
I've been working an 80% schedule for about a year and a half now, and it was after coming back from maternity leave after my second child was born. And the previous role I had was a 2-year assignment, which I'd already completed. So I was looking for a new role, and working with my HR manager and my manager at the time, I asked for the opportunity to look for something at an 80%.
My manager was extremely supportive. She saw no reason why I couldn't do it. A major factor is definitely delivering the business results, and we had a very successful recruiting year, and the work that I had left to do was possible to be done from home. So they thought it was great, and my colleagues couldn't believe the flexibility that P&G was going to offer me, and it's a great signal to others that they should try to ask what options are available to them and balance the business needs and personal needs. By following these principles and expectations, flexibility arrangements can be successful for both the business and the employee. These are many reasons why P&G is a great place to work.